Dr. Anand Ranganathan, searches at BBC have created such a furor. Not one of them raised their voice when in 2015 the BBC documentary on the Delhi rape case was to be broadcast, and this was called Delhi's Daughter. The question really is, that time what was the Modi government doing? It was banning a documentary that would have probably shown the UPA government in poor light. So not a whimper from the Congress party then, but look at them all up in arms today. You see a pattern in this as well?
Good evening, Navika. There are four issues here. Number one, is the IT survey a bona fide technical investigation after providing enough notices to the BBC? The answer is yes. And BBC has always been anti-Modi. So that means the agency should never conduct a survey because it would be seen as vindictive move at all times. Number two, was the BBC similarly investigated by the Congress? The answer is yes, in 2009 and 2010. But was India called a fascist state then? The answer is no. In fact, the UPA forced even amnesty to close down its offices. But then again, India was a shining beacon of democracy and not a fascist state. Number three, is the BBC a fake news peddling, selective and fraudulent organization? The answer is yes, and I have spoken on this multiple times in the last month with 27 facts. Number four, Navika, this is important. I have said this before and I say it again. Tehseen also does have a point. Out of the 10 media houses that this government has raided over past so many years, 9 out of 10 have been critical of the current dispensation. And every CBI, ED or IT raid or a survey carries the baggage of being politically motivated, even if it is not. Because one, the investigative agencies are not apolitical or independent, they remain parrots. And when you domesticate a parrot, it finds its favorite shoulder. And right now the favorite shoulder is of Modi. Number two, years of trial and error have now resulted in an established recourse that those who are raided or surveyed take. A, if the raided are a media house or an NGO like BBC or Amnesty, they cry government vendetta. And B, if the raided are politicians, they simply join the BJP. From Goa to Manipur to Bengal to Karnataka, every single politician when in trouble has dipped himself into this Behti Ganga, that is the BJP. Then miraculously, all leads go cold. All investigations come to a dead end. Remember Mukul Roy and how the investigations on him went cold when he joined the BJP? They have restarted, by the way, after he has returned to the TMC. Remember when the BJP's GVL Narasimha Rao had demanded an ED and IT raid and had written to the Rajya Sabha Ethics Committee alleging involvement of TDP's YS Chaudhary in, quote, massive financial bungling and fraud of 5,700 crores, unquote, and sought his disqualification over, quote, a serious breach of ethics, unquote. Well, before the Rajya Sabha could act, Mr. Chaudhary promptly joined the BJP, forcing Mr. Rao to eat the humble pie. That the CBI, ET and ID agencies are the most potent weapon in a politician's hand is not conspiratorial cynicism, Navika, but a statement based on precedent. Just give me 30 seconds. Remember, it was the BJP that staged a nationwide protest in May 2010. Crying that the UPA was using the CBI, ED and IT to, quote, blackmail opposition leaders to toe the line on budget proposals, unquote. And in September 2013, Mr. Jaitley complained to the PM Manmohan Singh that the CBI and IT and ED was being used to frame Modi and Shah. In fact, when the BJP was in opposition, it had promised to make these agencies independent. But the moment it came to power in 2014, the parrot remained a parrot, just the shoulders changed.
Well, Mr. Gaurav Bhatia,